Hey guys, Crew of Blind Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
Calvin, we are back to Game of Thrones.
Back to Game of Thrones.
For this weekend. Now,
It always comes back to Game of Thrones.
it always comes back to Game of Thrones. And speaking of things coming to us, Calvin, you have been deceived because we've been hiding something from you.
Oh?
Yes. We got something in our P.O. box.
Really?
Yes. And Aaron did not tell you what it was. Now, we already opened it because we had no idea what it was.
Okay.
But it pertains to this show. So I would like you to find out what it is.
This is great.
Yeah, I know.
This is Christmas early.
This was brought to us, sent to us by a fan.
A fan?
Yeah. And we're still trying to figure out who the fan was, but yes.
I'm very excited
Yeah.
right now. It's so heavy. Oh my gosh.
Yep. What is it?
I don't know.
Ah!
No way.
You know what it is?
It's the map.
It's the maps.
It's the maps.
It's all of the maps.
It's so big.
Do you remember us asking somebody, like, hey, if you want, send us a map?
Yeah.
They did.
Oh my gosh.
So we got George R.R. Martin's The Land of Ice and Fire. Now, I have not opened it yet because I didn't want to yet. So let's go ahead and fire this thing up. Go ahead and just open it up. Now we can refer to a map.
We need to have it professionally framed.
Yeah, well, I think it's quite a lot of maps. That would be a lot of frames.
That would be a lot of frames.
Yeah. I'm curious. This thing's been sitting here for a couple days now, and I haven't
have
gotten a look at it. It's got... What? Oh, jeez, it has a lot of stuff.
Gosh.
Wow. The known world. So I'm assuming this is like the biggest of all the maps, and then we have specific area maps. Whoa! Look at this map! That's a big map!
That's huge.
That's huge. So, we know some of these. We have Castle Black.
Yeah.
We have King's Landing around somewhere.
Somewhere.
We have Dorne, we've talked about.
Yeah.
All the way over here is the Red Waste, where Dany is.
Gosh.
And Karth.
I mean, the Dothraki Sea is bigger than entire Westeros.
It's gigantic. So, we have the Land of Always Winter, the Summer Isles. There's the Doom of Valeria.
Oh my gosh. It's like Pompeii.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
So we got some maps. We had to figure out a way to incorporate this into our reaction or somehow. So Merry Christmas!
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Anytime we need to refer to where we are or anything like that,
We have
got
the
that.
maps.
So whoever did that, thank you very much.
That's amazing.
Yep.
That gives me such a good feeling.
Yeah. I'm super happy with that.
Yeah.
Alright, so, that was cool. Now we have an episode of Game of Thrones to go over. This is episode 8, Calvin, the Prince of Winterfell.
The Prince of Winterfell.
Now, to just recap real quick, because we had some time with this thing, we'll do a real quick rapid-fire recap.
Theon burns some orphans.
No, it was Rickon and Bran. For those who haven't watched the last one, Detective Calvin figured out in about -2 seconds that was not those kids. So we gotta watch and see what else Detective Calvin can figure out. We had Dany being surprised by the warlocks of Karth.
Yeah.
Being told that her dragons are in the House of the Undying. Jon Snow is beyond the wall. He captured Ygritte, and then she captured him.
Yeah.
Or, as you said, he's dead. Or, no, you didn't say. He was going to fight them all off.
Yeah, it's a north of the wall standoff.
Yes, so we have that.
It's a wildling standoff.
In King's Landing, Tyrion is the King's Hand. He has his buddy, who is the Lord Commander of the City Watch. And we know now that Stannis has, 50 ships?
I thought it was 200
Or 200. 200 ships.
200 ships?
He has 200 ships, and he's sailing. He'll be here in 4 days. 3 if he has the wind.
Yeah.
So we got that coming up. What else do we have?
Cersei was making dragon's fire.
Wildfire.
Wildfire.
Yeah.
That's it. I knew it was some kind of fire.
And then Tyrion.
I know it's not Greek fire because that's not allowed.
No, it's not allowed.
But some
Get out of
kind
here,
of fire.
Greeks. We hate Greeks. They're poor. Tyrion took over the production of the wildfire.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have it anymore. Robb is liking some girl, and he shouldn't.
Yeah, he's taking her to a war council of some sort? No.
He took her to a place where she could get stores for all of the injured men.
But he's giving her special treatment.
Yes, and the Kingslayer attempted escape.
Yeah.
And then he was recaptured But in the attempting escape, he killed both his cousin and Lord Karstark's. I think it's Karstark. Because they used to be like the same family, and then they divided off. And
married
they're
off.
They're Karstarks.
Okay.
So that guy's son was killed, and he is not very happy.
He's out for blood. Kingslayer's blood.
Yes. Yes, very much so. And
no one else's will do.
Last we saw, Brienne unsheathed her sword and went towards Jaime. Right?
Well, she unsheathed her sword and gave it to Catelyn.
Okay. So anyway,
because Catelyn was like, Brienne,
yeah,
your sword.
Ill intent,
yeah,
all over the place. And I think that's it. So let's get into watching episode 8, The Prince of Winterfell, Game of Thrones. So exciting! Love that map. Let's go. Oh no! Why?
I like it.
Those are the orphan ravens.
He killed all the birds
so that nothing can get out.
He just killed them.
Yeah,
I like him a lot now.
Oh, yeah. I get it. Watch the Metal Gear Solid videos. Everybody's like, why does Calvin hate birds?
Leave us.
I don't know why we gotta leave. You guys could have left.
Yeah.
Well, you. I'm eating.
I'm still hungry. I just got here.
I ain't leaving. I'm eating.
Don't die so far from the sea.
Don't diddle me again.
She didn't say it.
Actually,
she wasn't complaining.
Let's leave it open. It could happen.
Yeah.
We're drinking. You diddle.
That's a big skull he's wearing, by the way.
The Lord of Bones. I love him. They call him Rattleshirt.
That's awesome.
Corin.
Mistakes were made.
Mm-hmm. And he didn't even get laid.
The Kingslayer. He escaped in the night. How? How?
What happened?
I don't think he escaped.
Remember Littlefinger's plan?
Or the girl.
Female many men? I suppose not. Women? Horses?
She needs a bigger boat.
They're gonna get a bigger boat, right?
Again, you'll maintain a garrison here at Harren Hall. The girl's proven herself a good servant. She'll stay on with you. See that he doesn't get drunk in the evenings. He's poor company when he's sober.
Third name?
But he's better at his work.
Or is she gonna save the last one for somebody truly important?
What brother inside his army be worth 1,000 fighting against him? They'll never trust me. They might. If you do what needs to be done, what? How does it feel knowing those men all died? So you could skip through the snow with your little savage girl. I do that. You should have known better. Trusting a traitor bastard!
He's giving him in?
Making him seem like a traitor?
Mm-hmm. He's outed among his own men, then it's easier for others to take him in.
Did you know there has been a marked drop in thievery?
I did not know. And how did you accomplish this marked drop in thievery?
Me and the lads rounded up all the known thieves.
For questioning?
No. It's just the unknown thieves we need to worry about now. We talked about it. What do we have?
Pig shit.
I just love the way he says that.
Pig shit.
Oh, come on.
I'm not cut out for this sort of work. The first men made these marks. Help me with it.
Help me with it.
Help me with it.
Yeah.
That's a Night's Watch cloak. It's been here a long time. Must be dragon glass. Dragon? The Maesters called it obsidian.
Jack and Hagar.
Hagar gives a man his own name.
That's right.
Gods are not mocked. This is no joking thing.
I'm not joking. Man can go kill himself.
Unname me.
A man can go kill himself.
I'll unname you.
Thank you.
If you help me and my friends escape.
If I do this thing, the girl must obey.
A girl will obey.
The girl and her friends will walk through the gate at midnight.
That little worm between your legs
does half your thinking.
It's not that little.
Tripod.
Why are you smiling? And how do I know you haven't killed her already?
You'd like to see her? I thought you might. Sir Manton, bring in my brother's whore.
It's not her! I knew it! She's too smart.
But if he said that,
Yeah.
I will hurt you for this. The day will come when you think you're safe and happy, and your joy will turn to ashes in your mouth. And you will know the debt is paid.
it's the best threat I've ever heard in my life.
You're mine.
I'm yours.
Promise me.
I'm yours. And you're mine.
So are we exclusive, or?
I think that's implied.
Your pardon.
Bruce
my
is
lord.
like,
Your Grace. I don't need Maria. But you needed that bridge. I hope it's a very beautiful bridge.
Bolton comes back in. Oh.
So
He
Augustus
just
is
looks like
bored.
with his eyes. He has a.
What do you want us to do about those guards?
He didn't say. He just said walk through the gates.
What about the guards?
He didn't
They're
say.
already dead.
Oh, what do you have to do? Except for him,
They're just standing there.
We have to trust him.
Dead men can't stand.
you trusted him to fight
There
them
is
and
a
you
way.
set him free and he ran.
That's a way. Mm-hmm. How'd he do it to all of them? All at once? The debt has been paid.
Jackin's so cool.
I know.
If the wind holds,
I agree. I do it every night.
will it hold? Can't make promises for the wind, Your Grace.
What?
Checkin's so great.
First we ate the horses. Well, like riding anywhere. Not with the castle surrounded. We couldn't feed them, so fine, the horses. And the cats. Never liked cats, so fine. I do like dogs. Good animals, loyal. But we ate them. Then the rats. The night before you slipped through, I thought my wife was dying. She couldn't speak anymore, she was so frail. And then you made it through the lines. Slipped right through in your little black sailboat with your onions.
And potatoes. Some salt and beef, I believe.
Renowned Storms anyone to kiss you that night.
I was relieved they did not.
Robert told me to hold Storm's End, so I held it. Then he told me he was giving it to Renly, so I gave it up. Insult or no, I gave it up. Because Robert was my older brother and he was the king, and I've always done my duty. But now I'm the rightful king by every law of Westeros. When I sit the Iron Throne, you'll be my hand.
Wow.
Your Grace. I'll try as soon as you will.
I expect you'll be the first Crabber's son to wear the badge.
The Lord of Light wants his enemies burnt. The Drowned God wants them drowned. Why are all the gods such vicious cunts? Where is the god of tits and wine?
In the Summer Isles, they worship a fertility goddess with 16 teats.
You should sail there immediately.
Daenerys Targaryen lives.
The girl at the edge of the world is the least of our problems.
She has 3 dragons. But even if what they say is true, it'll be years before they are fully grown. And then there'll be nowhere to hide.
One game at a time, my friend.
If you enter that place, you will never leave again. His magic is strong.
And what of my magic? You saw me step into the fire. You watched the witch burn. What did the flames do to me? Do you remember?
Until my last breath, I will remember.
She likes that beard.
She could do that to me.
No, your beard's too long.
I'll cut it. I'll cut it right now. Calvin, no! No!
His wife too.
Where's the best place to hide?
Under the very nose. He knows.
Calvin, I think that might not be Bran Rickon.
Got as far as the farm.
Bran would blame himself.
Bran does blame himself.
Hear it from me.
He's listening.
The little lads have suffered enough.
Aw, Hodor.
Hodor.
Hodor. Alright, that was the episode.
That was fairly not terrible.
Nah.
Saving it all up for next episode.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. It's it's the deep breath before the plunge.
Yeah.
Yes. I wrote some things down.
I didn't write anything down again.
It happens.
We were in the habit.
Yeah, we were introduced to the Lord of Bones this episode.
Yeah.
Who is, wildling. We're learning more about wildlings. They're not all daughter fuckers.
Not all of them.
Some.
That we know.
Some.
I mean, he could have some daughters back home.
There's enough. There's enough of those guys. Jamie said that there were 3 men who could beat him in Westeros. I was trying to think who it could be. I think one of them's probably... I mean, I don't know if he's still... If he doesn't know what happened to him, but there's Barris and Selmy.
Barris and Selmy, yeah.
Maybe the Mountain? The Mountain's a pretty big good fighter. Maybe
Yeah.
the Mountain.
Maybe the Mountain. Although the Hound held him off
the Hound
very
is also
well.
very good. And then maybe... see, he doesn't know that Brienne fought and beat the Knight of Flowers.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe
And the Knight of Flowers technically beat the Mountain.
Mm-hmm. The Knight of Flowers is a very good fighter. That's pretty much all he is right now.
Yeah.
Because he's no longer a game mistress. Mysterious. Everybody knew. Not very mysterious.
Yeah, not very many.
North of the wall, they found a bag of obsidian.
Dragon's glass.
Yeah, dragon glass is what they called it. Like a big stone tablet with the markings of the first men. They said it was wrapped in a Night's Watch cloak. So, thoughts, theories?
Maybe it was just a convenient place to store it.
Yeah.
They knew that one day the Night's Watch would be back there.
Mm-hmm.
So they hid valuables that would help them in the future.
Okay. How would they help them? Obsidian is just like a flint rock, isn't it?
Well, Valyrian steel is smelted with dragon's fire.
Yeah.
If dragon's glass is melted stone from dragon's fire, then maybe it has the same properties?
No, I'm stupid. Stupid idea.
Stupid.
It's not bad.
No, I like it.
Yep.
I'm sticking with it.
They said cunt a lot in this episode.
They said it like
4 times, I think.
8.
Well, I mean, it was said in 4 different scenes.
Oh, okay.
So I think the
So you're-
theme of
yeah.
this episode is cunts.
Cunts. Yeah.
Yeah. Varys, he said, he was asked, what do you want? If you remember from the first season, he is talking to Illyria in that room under the Red Keep that had the big dragon skull in it.
Yeah.
And they're talking about Daenerys. And then he almost said it gleefully, like, and then nothing will be able to stand in their way or something like that if Dany ever came back.
Yeah.
So I always thought, like, well, Varys, I mean, he's a character that you just can't read at all. But right there, it makes it seem like he might be interested in Targaryens. I have to, whenever I talk about these things, I put myself in the mindset of where I was, so that you don't, like, I know stuff that happens in the future, but I'm going to act as if I don't when I'm talking to you about this.
Yeah.
But I know I made that connection when I watched this the first time. Like, I think
it did seem a bit odd that he was so happy.
He did seem very, like, I don't know. It's so hard to read him.
Yeah.
But I want to go to those Summer Isles with the god with the 6 tits. We know that the girl that Rob is with, who they banged. That's what I do when I bang. Not when I bang, but
Not when you bang.
Yeah,
you don't.
Yeah, she's from Volantis. I don't know where Volantis is. Luckily, we have
all of the maps.
Yes. So we're gonna find where Volantis is. We'll look at the known world so that we don't do any spoilers when it comes to journeys. I believe Volantis is a free city meaning it's probably in the east, near Bravos or something like that. No, is it Free City? It said that it had slaves, and she never wanted to go back to somewhere where it had slaves.
Yeah.
So it might be in Slaver's Bay.
Volantis.
Where? Oh, it's near Valeria.
Yeah.
Okay, so Volantis is on the in the peninsula
southern,
there, in
yeah.
the Gulf. There in Westeros over there, so she's come from there.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So I wonder if maybe she had come up through like Bravos or something and then sailed the Shivering Sea, or if she went over the land bridges of Dorne.
Huh.
I don't know. But I just never knew where Volantis was.
She seems like the traveling sort of gal.
Yeah. All right, so we've already made use of our gift, the Lands of Ice and Fire.
Yes.
I think that's pretty much it when it comes to the reaction. Make sure you guys are coming back tomorrow for episode 9 of season 2. Calvin thinks that it might be a big one.
I think so. 10 and 9 always seem to like ramp up.
Well, it's the end of the season.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
They've got to make it exciting. That way you come back for next season.
Absolutely.
It's still just terrible.
So speaking of coming back, you guys got to come back tomorrow for episode 9. If you guys have anything you'd like to send us, like this wonderful thing.
This was amazing.
Yeah, you can do that at P.O. Box 304. Wait, 304?
Yeah.
300 plus the 4 members of Blind Wave. 304. That's right.
Yeah.
P.O. Box 304, Marietta, Ohio, 45750. It's right there on the screen. You can also check out blindwave.net that has all of our reactions and nice orderly pages. We also have our store with some sabers up there right now.
Yeah.
There's also a shirt that is going to be coming available soon. There's a picture of it, but it's not yet in stock. So if you're interested in that, or if you have any other ideas for like shirts that like
that you'd like to see us make.
Yeah,
like caricatures.
We do a
or-
lot of common stuff
Yeah.
on here. So what's your favorite gag of Blind Wave? Or something like that. And maybe we'll
Yeah.
make that into a shirt and you can wear it around. Free advertising for us. You can also support us by going to our Patreon campaign. That's patreon.com/blindwave. Every little bit helps. We kind of hit a plateau right now and we want to push that more. So if you guys are interested in helping us out, even $1 helps out.
Anything helps.
It really does.
Make sure you tell your friends and family about us too.
And tell them, and if they do like Game of Thrones, make sure you're telling them about this reaction series.
Yeah.
Every day I get comments on like the first episode we've done. This is amazing. I'm going to watch them all, you know? And people saying how much they really, really enjoy it. They really love Detective Calvin, and Detective Calvin really brought it today. So let's see what he does tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
Detective Calvin.
Detective Calvin.
Hit the button.